my face on the newspaper that they reading today. So clearly these want to talk. I'm like, oh man, I ended up in the hole the first day out. You understand what I'm saying? Because I committed a bank robbery. This was in 2009. I'm from Willingboro, New Jersey. I'm a Jersey chick. So, yeah. Around that time, there was a lot of bank robberies going on in this area. MOE was out here and they was robbing stuff, doing a lot of different things. I'm not affiliated with that at all. I just so happened to be around the same day that they committed their crime, so it just seemed like we were affiliated. Well, yeah, I don't have any co-defendants. That's the thing that everybody really never could figure out about me, because I don't appear to be the type of female that would do something like that, like if you looked at me. But, you know, you never know. Me, myself, during that time, I was with my daughter's father, my first child, and, you know, shit was getting kind of crazy. I don't know. I respond differently to situations than other women. I figured that out, you know, the hard way. But, yeah, little domestic shit was going on with him or whatever, and I was pregnant. So I'm like, okay. I wanted to leave this situation. I knew that. And I knew I wasn't leaving and going back and, like, moving into my mom's house. That wasn't happening. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. I really didn't even think about it too much. That's the whole thing that really even still to this day, I gotta pay attention to me, because the fact that I went from, okay, I'm in a tight spot, and yeah, from that to, you know, actually just walking into a bank and robbing it and walking away. You know what I'm saying? It's a big gap in between there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't try to sling no shirts or nothing. I ain't try to sell no weed. I ain't try to do shit. I just went right, you know what I'm saying? So it's more or less like the line wasn't there. So, yeah, I definitely have a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a trigger, but at that point in time, that's what I wanted to do.
How old was you at that time, you said?
I was probably about 26, 27, about 27.
And did you stake the bank out, or did you just wake up one
No,
morning?
I didn't make any form of plans in that shit. I legitimately thought about it probably about earlier that day, a couple of hours. But the thing is, I actually really was. I didn't even realize that I was going through some type of emotional, like, I had never been pregnant before. You understand what I'm saying? I had never, this is my first child, so I definitely was going through stuff physically. Now that I know, you know, I've had 2 children. So I know now that my body responds to pregnancy a little different. Like my stress, I respond to that a little differently, a little bit more severe than someone else maybe. So yeah, I knew what I was doing, but at the same time, like I don't think that I was making rational decisions. That's what I'm gonna say. And that's what the state believed. That's why, you know, I only got sentenced to a 5 with a 1, because they handed out 7 with 85 for bank robberies, period. You understand what I'm saying? So I had never been arrested before, and you know they investigate the shit. They take your phone. They check to see if who you called. They surveil, see if you was looking at. There was none of that. There was nothing. I made no calls to nobody. I had no co-defendants. There was nothing like that. So they were just surprised themselves. And plus, I come from money. My mom's side of the family have money. They saw how fast I got bailed out. It was $250,000 bail. And, you know, I had a lawyer that was like $20,000. You understand what I'm saying? They're like, damn, then they bailed you out. They had buildings to put up and stuff like that. So it didn't even make sense of why I was doing something like that. So, I don't know.
But what happened that particular day that ended up with you in a bank, robbing a bank?
Nothing specifically happened that day. I had gotten into an altercation with my daughter's father probably like 4 days before it happened. And I was in New York. And I decided to leave from there and came down here, and I was, you know, I was just stirring. And then that's the day that it happened. Nothing specifically happened that day.
So how did you...
I remember specifically, it was the day after Michael Jackson died. I remember that's specifically the day that I did. So if you could retrace whenever that happened, because I remember. That specific event happened the day before I did what I did. I remember that.
You did it with a knife?
Yeah, a real big one.
So what you did? You just walked up to the teller like...
You're trying to get the same answers that I was trying to get after shit was done. Like, I legit walked in there on some fucking shit. I robbed it and I left. I don't have details for you, really. Like, details like, oh, what I said to the... I don't know none of that shit. I'm on the gang, I don't. You understand what I'm saying? I just know that I watched the video. They said I walked in there. I'm reading my discovery. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at the video. I see me walking in there. I whipped out a knife. I started waving it over the counter like demanding shit. You understand what I'm saying? And me reading my discovery, I knew that they said that I demanded money, and then what did they say that I said? I demanded money, and then I said, don't give me that ink pack bullshit. That's what they said that I said inside of my discovery. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like some shit that I would say. It sounds like something I would say, so it's believable. I mean, I'm not disputing none of that shit. I really ain't.
So you said they ran down on you the same day, like you was a couple of blocks away?
A couple of streets away. A couple of streets away. You know, the dogs, you know, if you don't hop in something, them dogs is getting. Period. But like I said, I'm a very intelligent woman. If I would have planned this, I would have got away with it. You know, I'm very calculated in a lot of different things that I did. I've done things, and I've gotten away with it. So you understand what I'm saying? Purposefully, if it's something that I want to do, and I really put thought into this shit, I got caught. But just so happened that, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbled that day.
So you said they only gave you you ain't do no time for that? You got probation?
No, I got sentenced to a 5 with a 1. I had to go to prison. Yeah, I went upstate. I went to Clinton or Edna Mahan Correctional Facility. My fault.
And how was it in that jail when you was locked up?
The county is worse than prison to me, if you ask me. I was in the county for a month because at first I think it was $500,000. That was my bail. It was $500,000, and then the lawyer that they got me a bail reduction. You have to go through bail reductions. Out here at that time they happened once a month or some shit like that. But I had a lawyer, so every week that they had one, my lawyer was there to get my thing reduced. So then it went down to $250, and then I had got bailed out then. So it took like 3 weeks. I was there about a month. Because now the way they have it in Burlington County, there's no jail in our area. Like, you got to go to Atlantic County Jail. That's the only jail for females in this area. Yeah, I was there for about a month, and I was edgy. You understand what I'm saying? I was edgy. I didn't want to fucking be there. And it was just like, they have these groupies, these people, like when you get locked up for stuff like that. Like, I'm in an area where that doesn't really happen for, like, I guess a female, and then it was, you know, a female like myself. So then it was more or less like, when I get out of, you know, K-Wing, this is this area where they classify you at to figure out where they about to put you. And I had to go where the people were that were a little bit more serious crime. And they want to talk to you, they want to ask you questions, my face on the newspaper that they reading today, so clearly these hoes want to talk. I'm like, oh man. I ended up in the hole the first day out. You understand what I'm saying? Because I never was the type of person that really liked people asking me questions. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say that I'm a violent person, but, yeah, okay, or whatever. We're already in jail, bitch. Like, what do you want from me? That's how I feel. Like, you know, I just went through with the process I just went through. As soon as I hop out of here, my hair looking crazy. I really just want to brush my teeth and wash my ass. You want to talk. So, yeah, I'm going to punch you in your shit. That's just the way I felt at that time.
So that's what happened? Somebody was asking you too much questions and you ended up punching them in the face?
Absolutely. I was edgy, bro. I just got locked up. I mean, they done sprayed me with some shit. I don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? This is not cool. This is not cool. I want to do my hair. Like, I'm a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out, too. So, I'm from the suburbs. I mean, Willingboro technically is a suburb compared to people that's from the city.
I'm familiar with that city. It's houses, but it's hood.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they got a little bit of money, but the shit is a little reckless at times. So it's more or less like, and my daddy, genetically, I have gangster shit inside him. So the way I respond to stuff is not gonna always be the way somebody think I should. Okay, but I mean, it's growth. Right now, I am a spiritual person, and I have went on a nice little awakening and journey, and it's wonderful. But I mean, I'm still saucy. Don't get that fucked up.
They took you to the hole immediately, or you had to like wait to the ticket hearing and all of that shit? Like, what happened after the fight?
When you beat a bitch ass, they separate you and they put you inside of the room. Like, I don't know what they do for guys. Y'all be having all this extra space and all this other shit. We don't be having that. Like, the place where I got classified at, that little spot that you got to stay in for them couple days until you get classified, I had to go back in that room. The one I just came out of, and that shit pissed me off. Because it was just like, I was waiting, phone and all types of shit. But, okay, nonetheless, found out the food was shitty. And when you ain't never been in jail before and you're a woman, I'm the type of female on the streets that I really wasn't a mixy. Like, I didn't really like to mix with bitches too much. I really am not I'm not into gossipy shit. I'm not into none of that. So, can you imagine the petty level of what goes on in jail with bitches? Because they boxed in and they have nothing else better to do than to talk about each other and try to steal from you, do all types of none of that shit. So it's more or less like, okay, I'm in there, and, I'm a loner. I was the only child, only grandchild for 15 years, so I know how to be by myself. I don't need no fucking friends. And I'm an Aquarius, so that just makes it even worse. So more or less, I'm in there and I just want to keep my room clean. I just want to mind my fucking business. The county state was aggravating to me because we had nothing to do. We're boxed in this little shit with another bitch. At first, it was a bitch on a boat in the floor. It was like 4 of them.
What they got, like, just, they got one single cells, or they got group cells, like?
It was a single cell with a bunk in it. It's supposed to be 2 people in there, but it was a little overcrowded, so it was like 2 bitches with sleeping on a little boat on the floor. Little boat beds. Or whatever. So...
You talking about them plastic joints?
Them plastic hard shits, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Little canoe and shit.
It was 2 people in a cell? 2 people to each cell?
2 people, like a bunk bed in a single cell. And, but they'll throw 2 more in there and they sleeping on the floor in the boat. That's what I'm saying. So
they was putting four women inside of a 2-person cell?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. That food was nasty as hell, but that was the least of it. It was just like, okay. Then I got out of there, and I had to do the trial, whatever this shit is. They go back and forth with the number. First it was a 785. We said no to that. Got the lawyer more money, whatever the case may be. They said 5 with 85. Said no to that. This took about, now mind you, I was 4 months, or maybe 5 months pregnant when I did this. You understand what I'm saying? So, I done already got out. Now I had my daughter. Stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, now we know that I'm not getting ISP. I'm not getting no house arrest. I gotta go to jail. For some amount of time, just because I had the weapon. If I didn't have the weapon, then I could have gotten something else. Because I didn't have the record. I had never been arrested. So then, yeah. 5 with 1. I agreed to it, and it was just like, okay, everybody's like, oh, you should go on the run. A bunch of bitch-ass niggas. These niggas out here running from fucking child support warrants and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about how tough they are with this nut-ass shit, and they're telling me I should go on the run. Well, bitch, I just robbed a bank, and they're about to just give me a 5 with a 1. Like, why would you? No, that's crazy.
Yeah, hell no. You ain't gonna go on the run and turn that 1 year into 7 years.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Take a little 5 with 1 and shit. I'm sad about it because I just had a child. Absolutely, that's a lot. It's a lot different than a man when a woman. Because I'm actually a mother. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not one of these drop the kid off and all that. So, I had to really deal with the fact that I had to leave my daughter for it. My daughter's father walked there with me with my daughter. I held her as much as I could until they called my name. I handed her to him, And that was that. It's people still to this day talking, oh, yo, I was in the courtroom when you took this up, and that was crazy. This and that. Like, yeah, it was in the little local paper. We got the, what is this? Burlington County Times, Trentonian, and all that. I was on them papers. And, yeah, went in from there out. Then I just had to wait in the county for them to come get me. I was already sentenced from off the street, so I was only there for like a week. And then they came and got me. And that's one thing. Out here, they only have one prison for the women to go to. In New Jersey, they have different, they got Southwoods, they got these different places for men to go to. But, yeah, so I go up there, and they put us in this thing called reception. It's like called what craft is for men. It's just like 2-week period. You gotta, you know, be in this. But it's a gym. We was in a gym that had barbed wire around it. Inside of the gym, I didn't understand that at all. I'm like, so is we fixing to climb through the walls? Why the fuck do they got barbed wire on the wall? Like, y'all, it was no windows. Either way, maybe somebody found a way. I don't know. But it was like 40 bunks in this gym. It's really hot. I was there. It was in June. And I'm in here. And these bitches is mean as fuck. These CEOs is mean as fuck. It was nothing like the county. All that county shit, just wipe that shit away. All that, thinking somebody give a fuck about what you talking about? Nobody gives a fuck about none of that shit. They don't care if you're thirsty. All of those questions, whatever you wanted to know, wanted to ask, save that shit for your fucking mom, bro. Because these bitches is mean as hell. Stink. Walking around, smelling good, looking stank as fuck.
It was black COs mostly?
Oh, God. The black women were the worst. The only ones that were really nice to us was the white men. Some were a little nicer than they were supposed to be. But, you know, absolutely. A couple bitches popped up pregnant. But the crazy shit is, a bitch pop up pregnant, she gets charged and gets sent. Like,
what?
That's crazy, right? Hey, sometimes it's rape, sometimes it's consensual. Who knows? There's a lot going on up there.